Hampton, this is JCB Racing. 8 drivers have been randomly seated into the bracket. They're going to be going against the clock, trying to get to that final round, because only one truck, Monster Jam truck, can take home the champion prize for this JCB Racing. I need to hear you, Hampton, if you're ready for JCB Racing. Let's get it.
Our Monster Jam drivers are going to be going head-to-head in a bracket style right here, where you can see up there on the video board the official JCB Racing bracket. Our first head-to-head matchup will be Ringling Bailey Circuit going up against Crazy Train. El Toro Loco taking on Uproar, Terminal Velocity, and Gravedigger going to battle it out. And Plain Crazy going up against Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Now, Jabari, we're just getting word. We see that Triton Robbins and Crazy Train is getting towed off right now. Do we know what's going on?
Yeah, I believe there's some electrical issues with Triton Robbins there in Crazy Train, so they're going to have him pulled off and take a look at that. But, you know, even El Toro Loco has some issues as well.
Yeah, I'm getting word that they're tightening up a fuel line. That should be a quick fix. As long as you don't have to replace any fuel lines or replace fuel pumps, that should be a quick fix. But an electrical issue could be the smallest, tiniest thing, Jabari, or it could be, you know, it could be a gremlin that he might have to chase the rest of this entire competition. So a big shout out to our JCB Dirt Squad. Not only did our Dirt Squad help us maintain the track, do the recoveries, but they also build the track as well. So a big shout out to them. Triton Robbins and Crazy Train getting towed out to the back. Of course, you'll let us know if you see anything else, if you know anything else, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely going to keep my eyes out in the back. You know, electrical issues, you know, they can be complicated sometimes. So hopefully they can get Triton in and out and ready to compete here.
All right, well, we're going to be seeing our first head-to-head matchup here in just a moment. Remember, 8 points are on the line for each of our superstar drivers. And, of course, they're going to be battling out here on this course. Also, Jabari, to keep in mind, if our drivers hit those gray turn cones out of the perimeter, they are going to be automatically disqualified. That's a lot of pressure, right? Yeah,
absolutely. And, you know, being in an arena, such a tight space, you know, they have to really clear those gray cones right there in order to, you know, successfully complete their racing run.
Absolutely. So those gray turn pods, of course. Now, if momentum carries the gray turn pods out of the perimeter, they will not be disqualified. They actually have to run over, hit them, things like that. That will get a disqualification. They're going to go head-to-head here in racing. Our staging lights will be lit at the far end of each of our race lanes for both of our drivers competing here at the far end zones. Outside yellow lights will mean our drivers need to fire their engines and head to the starting line. 2 yellow lights will mean our drivers are staged and ready to go, and they'll be looking for the green light. Once again, a reminder, in the JCB Racing competition bracket, Ringling Bailey Circuit and Brianna Mahan will be taking on Montana Robbins and Triton Robbins and Crazy Train. That is if we can get Crazy Train back into the competition. El Toro Loco, Uproar, Terminal Velocity, and Gravedigger and Plain Crazy. Montana Robbins will be going up against Geneva Keller and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Now, Ryan Vargas, El Toro Loco, Geneva Keller, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, rookies coming into only their second weekend, Jabari, here in Monster Jam.
Yeah, you know, Ryan, right out of the gate, driver of El Toro Loco, actually won his first BKT overall event champion, and it was his first event.
Absolutely. So we'll see how these two do here, and we're going to get ready. Are you ready for some JCB Racing? We are going to get ready for our first head-to-head matchup in the left lane. Make some noise for Ryan Vargas, El Toro Loco. And his opponent in the right lane. Make some noise for John Zimmer Sr., Uproar. We've got the rookie going up against the veteran here in our first head-to-head matchup. Remember, those staging lights will be for our drivers to stage themselves to the starting line as we get set to go racing. We're going to go to the replay here on the a look. Who do you think your winner is? Your winner is El Toro Loco, advancing on. We're going to move on to our next head-to-head matchup here in round one in the left lane. Give it up for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. And his opponent racing out of the right lane. Let's hear it for Weston Anderson, Grave Digger. We are going to get right to it. These two young superstars, some of the best in the business right now. Both of them have some great accolades to their name. Weston Anderson and Grave Digger, a multiple-time Series Seasons champion. John Zimmer Jr., driver of Terminal Velocity, got his very first Series Seasons championship here in the 2025 season. Great starts for both of these drivers here in their young career, as we're going to get set to see who will move on to your JCB semifinal round. We're going to await those staging lights as we replace that great turn pod at the far end of our track. And awaiting those yellow lights for both of our drivers here. They both have yellow lights. Both engines are fired for our competitors. Grave Digger to the line first as we await the approach at Terminal Velocity. A fast race between these two young drivers. We're going to take a look at the replay. Your winner is Weston Anderson, Grave Digger. Grave Digger and Weston Anderson advance on to your JCB semifinal round. We're going to get ready here for our next head-to-head matchup in round one. In the left lane, give it up for Geneva Keller, Monster Dalmatian. And in the right lane, makes some noise for Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. The winner will take on Weston Anderson and Grave Digger in your JCB semifinal round. Monster Dalmatian looks to the line first as we await Montana Robbins and Plain Crazy to the starting line. Now Geneva Keller and Monster Dalmatian decides to restage herself. Both yellow lights available for both of our drivers now. Plain Crazy to the line, awaiting the arrival of Monster Dalmatian to the starting line. And maybe a little staging battle between these two. Not sure as they get set to restage themselves one more time. We got Monster Dalmatian to the line and followed by Plain Crazy. We're going to get set here to go green. Your winner is Plain Crazy Montana Robbins. And he will be taking on Weston Anderson and Grave Digger in your JCB semi-final round. Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay up on the video board. I am getting word, Monster Jam fans, that we will not see Triton Robbins and Crazy Train, which means Brianna Mahan and Ringling Bailey Circuit will get an automatic advancement to your semifinal round.
Oh, Hampton, this is the semifinal round of JCB Racing. Our fastest 4 drivers have made it to this round, but only 2 can make it, oh boy, to that final round to get that win. Let's hear it if you're ready for JCB Racing. Come on, Hampton.
For the first time here this afternoon, make some noise for Beyond Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. And in the right lane, advancing on there into the semifinal round, we've got Ryan Vargas and El Toro Loco there on the right lane. And we will see who will enter into the JCB finals. It'll be between these 2 drivers right here as we have El Toro Loco to the line first, followed by Ringling Bailey Circuit as we get set to go green. Awaiting the official word from my advantage point, it looks like El Toro Loco. It was very close, came down to the end. And your winner is... it looks like El Toro Loco. We are going to get ready for our last head-to-head matchup here in your JCB semifinal round. In the left lane, we've got Montana Robbins and Plain Crazy. And in the right lane, we have Weston Anderson and Gravedigger. The winner will take on Ryan Vargas and El Toro Loco in your JCB Racing final round. Gravedigger to the starting line first. Waiting for Plain Crazy. There he is as we get set to go racing. We are going to the Super Glue to the Action replay. Another great close race between our 2 drivers. Your winner is Plain Crazy! Montana Robbins and Plain Crazy heads to your JCB Racing final round.
Hampton, this is the final round of JCB Racing. Our fastest 2 drivers have made it to this round, but only 1 can come out on top. Who's ready to meet your final contenders?
He's a second-generation driver from Buffalo, New York. Make some noise for Montana Robbins and Plain Crazy. He's a Monster Jam University graduate and won his first BKT overall in his very first weekend competing in Monster Jam from La Miranda, California, Ryan Vargas, El Toro Loco. First 8 points are on the line for these 2 young drivers. Bragging rights to kick things off here in event number 1. A close race. We are waiting to see who your winner is. It is Ryan Vargas, El Toro Loco. Another another phenomenal start to his young career here, only in his second weekend, and picks up a JCB Racing win here, event number 1 in Hampton. Let's hear it for your JCB Racing winner, Ryan Vargas, El Toro Loco.
Ryan Vargas, everybody, make some noise. Yeah. Yeah, he's new, guys, so give him a second to get out. I mean, coming straight out of the gate, winning the BKT overall event champion last weekend for his first event, his second event, wow, taking home that win for JCB Racing. Ryan, man, how does it feel so far for winning JCB Racing?
Oh, it feels incredible. How about that, Hampton? What do you think of that?
How is this motivating you and, keeping this motivation to get into two-wheel skills challenge?
Well, I feel really comfortable in two-wheel skills, right? And, look, I made my career doing roundy rounds in NASCAR, right? So was able to use a little bit of that here today, but you know what? There's still 2 events left, and I know all those Monster Jam trucks back there are going to throw it down just like I am, so it's not done yet.
Oh, it's not done yet. Ryan Vargas, everybody, your JCB Racing winner, El Toro Loco.
Congratulations to Ryan Vargas, El Toro Loco, taking the first competition here this afternoon and the first 8 points. He will lead in your chase for the BKT overall event championship here as he collects his first 8 points of this afternoon. He's on to a phenomenal start here in event number 1. You can see the official BKT overall event leaderboard. Right behind him is Montana Robbins and Plain Crazy, followed by Weston Anderson, Gravedigger, Ringling Bailey, Circuit, and Brianna Mahan. Both share 4 points apiece as they both entered into the semifinal round. Monster Mutt Dalmatian and Geneva Keller, John Zimmer Jr. and Terminal Velocity both share 2 points. Alongside Uproar and John Zimmer Sr. because they both completed their first race pass. And, of course, hopefully we'll see Triton Robbins and Crazy Train back into the competition, and they'll be able to get that electrical issue sorted out. Our next competition coming up is the Monster Jam Two-Wheel Skills Challenge, and this is where our drivers will have 2 attempts to throw down their best tricks on just 2 wheels. But this is where you, the fans, will get your first opportunity to help us crown a winner by using judgeszone.com. Of course, myself or Jabari will let you know what you see out on the track. Combination moves you never seen before, bicycles, poppers, wheelies, you never know what you'll see out on the track. And for more on scoring, let's throw it back to Jabari.
Oh, yeah, Monster Jam is completely unscripted. That means you, the fans, are going to determine the overall event champion. You guys are going to be scoring these next 2 competitions. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Super easy. Everybody here at Hampton Coliseum, if you can take out your cell phones and go to your browser on your phones and go to judgeszone.com. judgeszone.com. We also have this QR code. You can scan that on the Monster Jam video board. That'll take you to judgeszone.com as well. Okay? Now you're going to see 3 X's. That's your city code. That is HAM. HAM for that city code, like ham, but Hampton. HAM for that city code. And now this is where all the magic is going to happen. You're going to see that BKT tire. Either myself or Kay will let you know when scoring is open. You guys will have 20 seconds to lock in those scores by moving that BKT tire into the green to score the highest, or down into the red to score very low, or anywhere in between. Whatever you think of how that competition went, The scores are in your hands. Judgeszone.com. Hampton, I need to hear you if you're ready for more Monster Jam. Yeah!
Making his debut right now here in our first event, Triton Robbins and Crazy Train. Good to see him back here as he gets set for his first of 2 attempts. A quadruple combination popper back into the moonwalk, a reverse popper. Triple combination, that is, for Crazy Train and Triton Robbins. 1 more attempt remaining. That brief pause is a stoppie. The control and balance here for Triton Robbins. Reverse popper back into a popper.
Let's hear it for Triton Robbins, everybody, in Crazy Train. Right now is the time to go to judgeszone.com. Scan that QR code, city code HAM. Lock in those scores now.
He made it look so easy. Welcome back here to Hampton Coliseum, his second go-around here in the 2025 season. Incredible start to our Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. I lost count on the combinations on the second attempt there, Jabari. So scores are locked. Let's take a look at the video board. Your score for Crazy Train is... Look at that, 8.191. A great start to Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Our next driver up, John Zimmer Sr., Uproar. Great first attempt here. Multiple combinations. The popper off the log stack. And then balances on top of the Monster Jam pod. One more attempt remaining here for Uproar. Popper moonwalk back into the reverse popper.
John Zimmer Sr., everybody make some noise for Uproar. Scoring is open, 20 seconds, judgeszone.com.
Another great 2 attempts here for our Monster Jam driver, John Zimmer Sr. in Uproar. Multiple combinations, making it look easy here. The veteran here of Monster Jam this weekend. Get those scores locked in. Your score to beat, 8.191 from Crazy Train. And you've got a few more seconds here at judgeszone.com. Scores are in. Your score for Uproar is... You gave him a 7.473. Let's take a look at the Super Glue glued to the action replay. That final move was that power wheelie at the finish there, but the big move there was the first move off the log stack onto a popper and then balances it up on top of the tabletop there of the Monster Jam pod. That puts him in the second position here. Crazy Train and Triton Robbins still in the lead with an 8.191. So that's where we stand right now in our Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. With Terminal Velocity, of course, Ringling Bailey Circuit on deck, as well as Gravedigger and Monster Mutt Dalmatian still playing crazy as well on deck. Of course, a lot more Monster Jam action to come here in the Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Don't forget, if you've not started scoring, this is the perfect time to start scoring at judgeszone.com. You can start at any time by using judgeszone.com or scanning that QR code right there on the video board. Remember the code HAM, and we'll let you know what you see out on the track. Poppers, stoppies, wheelies, bicycles, moonwalks, combinations as well. All right, our next driver who we're going to be seeing was a medalist in the 2025 World Finals Monster Jam Skills Challenge. And Jabari, you know a little bit about World Finals, don't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We had such a great time this year in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we're going to be right back in Salt Lake City, Utah for Monster Jam World Finals 2026. That's 4th of July weekend. I'm telling you guys, it is the best of the best. And the pit party, the biggest one of the year. More than 50 Monster Jam trucks in attendance, plus many more activations. It's so much fun for you guys to check out again. 4th of July weekend next year, Salt Lake City, Utah. For more information, go to monsterjam.com.
We want to shout out all of our official sponsors, JCB, the official equipment provider of not only this weekend's Monster Jam, but all of our Monster Jams across the country and around the world. Of course, the Utah Sports Commission for allowing us to have 2 World Finals there in Salt Lake City. Big shout out to Lucas Oil, Spin Master, the official toy sponsor of Monster Jam. You can head up to the concourse and grab your official diecast Spin Master Monster Jam truck. Super Glue sponsoring our Super Glue glued to the action. And don't forget to use the hashtag Monster Jam. Take some selfies, take some pictures, take some videos right now. You might see yourself up on the video board throughout today's event. Don't forget to log on to MonsterJam.com for all your results of Monster Jam, not only this weekend's Monster Jam, but our Puerto Rico as well, and any other Monster Jam events that you might have missed. You can log on to MonsterJam.com, click the results. All the information that you want to know about Monster Jam is up there at MonsterJam.com.
Monster Jam fans, we are having some fun here while we wait a little bit. I'm here with Oliver, and I'm assuming your favorite driver is?
Gravedigger.
Of course, it's Gravedigger, Oliver. All right, so let's see if we can find a game to play. I don't know, boys. What do we have up there at the top? I think we're going to do like a trivia question, I think. Yeah? Okay, let's do like a Monster Jam trivia. Let's see what we got. I got a really cool prize if you can get this right. Let's see who our trivia question is from.
Here is time for some Monster Jam trivia. What type of fuel do Monster Jam trucks use? Is it A, electricity? B, normal gasoline? C, race fuel? Or D, chocolate milk? If you know the answer, shout it out.
Okay, help him out. Oliver, if you think you know the answer, oh boy. I can go ahead and tell you right now, we can eliminate chocolate milk, even though I love chocolate milk. I don't know. Oliver, what do you think?
Race fuel.
Race fuel. Let's see if he is right. And the answer.
Yes, C, you got it.
Yeah, buddy, race fuel is right. Got a really cool, it's in a plastic bag. We'll take that out there for you. A really cool Bailey Circuit pillow there. You can sleep on it, sit on it, have it as your friend, take it to bed, whatever you want. Let's give it up for Oliver for being so brave for playing Monster Jam Trivia.
Congratulations to Oliver, future Monster Jam driver here. We're going to get set here in just a moment for some more Monster Jam action. In the meantime, scan that QR code, donate to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Of course, you can donate on behalf of one of your favorite Monster Jam drivers here this weekend. And during Freestyle, we will let you know who the St. Jude ambassador is of the event, which means that the most donations went to his or her name here between our 8 competing drivers.
The key to winning freestyle is momentum and flow. And how you get that is by having good shocks on your truck. So just like in your car, when you hit a bump, you barely feel it because of the shocks. It's a little bit different though for our Monster Jam drivers. So as the truck soars through the air, the shock's gonna look similar to this with the shaft at the bottom all the way out. Now, when it hits the ground, what's gonna happen is that shaft is gonna compress and the hydraulic fluid in this shaft is going to flow into the secondary chamber over here until it gets down to the bump stop. Now, each driver has their own preference as to how they like their shocks to run. Bari Musauer in Zombie likes his shocks a little bit stiffer, so the truck bounces a lot more when it hits the ground after those big air runs. Adam Anderson in Gravedigger likes his a little bit softer, so as he lands, he can kind of slide into that next move. And what our technicians do is they just turn this nozzle and it restricts the flow or allows more flow of that hydraulic fluid into this secondary chamber to get the exact shock package that our driver needs so that they can win freestyle.
Are you ready for some more Monster Jam action? Coming up next, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Nice combinations here for our very first attempt for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity, popper, nose wheelie, moonwalk, reverse popper.
Let's hear it for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. Scoring is open, judgeszone.com. Log in those scores, 20 seconds.
All right, you saw the bicycle attempt for the second attempt here for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. The score to beat Crazy Train, 8.191. So did you think those two attempts here for terminal velocity were better than Crazy Train and Triton Robbins? It'll be up to you to decide here in just a moment as the clock keeps ticking down here at judgeszone.com. Your scores are locked. Your score for terminal velocity is a good score, 8.074. That puts him in the second position. Coming up next, we got Geneva Keller, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. The big sky wheelie for Geneva Keller and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. One more attempt left.
Let's hear for Geneva Keller in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Scoring is open, 20 seconds. Lock in those scores now.
All right, Geneva Keller and Monster Mutt Dalmatian give us two big sky wheelies here for her two attempts here in her second weekend of Monster Jam. And we'll see where you're going to put her in this position here in the Monster Jam Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Right now it's Crazy Train and the score to beat 8.191. And you've got about 4 seconds left here at judgeszone.com. Geneva Keller, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, score is a 6.805. Our fifth driver up, Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. One more attempt remaining for Brianna Mahan and Ringling Bailey Circuit.
Let's hear for Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. 20 seconds on the clock, judgeszone.com. Let's lock in those scores.
So we have some combination moves from Ringling Bailey Circuit and Brianna Mahan. And I know Bailey Circuit is probably somewhere out here cheering her on. Time to see what you thought about those two attempts. We had some poppers back into moonwalks. We saw a reverse popper as well. Some nice control and balance here for Brianna Mahan and Ringling Bailey Circuit. Scores are locked. Your score to beat is Crazy Train with an 8.191. He's our first competitor out. He's been holding strong there from the jump. As the scores for Ringling Bailey Circuit are in. 8.126. Not good enough for the top spot, but good enough for second spot. You can see in the tunnel, our next driver up is Weston Anderson, Grave Digger. You can see he's kind of leaning there while balancing it on top of the Monster Jam pod. Getting close to the edge, living on the edge there, walks it down. One more attempt remaining for Weston Anderson and Grave Digger.
Let's hear for Weston Anderson, Grave Digger. 20 seconds, judgeszone.com. Come on, Hampton, let's lock in those scores.
Second attempt, the bicycle stops it and then goes into a little sidewall donut there. Puts it back on top of all 4 BKT tires. And now it's time to see what you think at judgeszone.com. Time is ticking down. Get those scores locked in as fast as you can. Our score to beat Crazy Train, 8.191. Your score for Grave Digger is? We got a new leader, 8.910, Weston Anderson, Grave Digger. Our second to last driver up, Montana Robbins, Playing Crazy. One more attempt left for Montana Robbins and Playing Crazy. A little wave with those back BKT tires from Playing Crazy.
Let's hear it for Montana Robbins, Playing Crazy. Scoring is open, 20 seconds on the clock. Let's go ahead and lock in those scores.
All right, our second to last driver up here for the Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. And we're going to see where he falls. Right now, he's sitting in second, the BKT Overall Event Points Championship chase here. So it's time to see where you're going to put him at. 2 solid attempts, so for this young driver. And your scores are locked. Your score is a 7.728. He is our final driver up. It is Ryan Vargas, El Toro Loco. Popper off the log stack. One more attempt remaining for El Toro Loco. Popper moonwalk uses a little smoke to enhance the attempt.
Let's hear for Ryan Vargas, El Toro Loco. 20 seconds, Hampton. Let's lock in those scores, judgeszone.com.
All right, 2 solid attempts for our final driver of the Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. You are about to crown a winner here. Will it be between Weston Anderson and Gravedigger, or will it be Ryan Vargas and El Toro Loco? If it's El Toro Loco, he will have swept the first half of Monster Jam, but it is completely up to you here at judgeszone.com. Of course, a little help there from our expert judge as well. Scores are locked. Your score to beat Gravedigger, 8.910. Your score for El Toro Loco is an 8.314, which means your winner is Weston Anderson, Gravedigger.
Wow. In his hometown, Weston Anderson with the win for the 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Let me ask you, did the fans help motivate you to get this win?
100%, man, and I have a little bit of a bone to pick. I know this is Gravedigger territory, but Triton Robbins and that crazy train, man, that was an insane 2-Wheel Skills run. In my opinion, that dude should have won it, but you know what? When you're in Gravedigger territory, there ain't nothing you can do about it. We came out here, we had some fun. Y'all loved it, and we're not even done yet, man.
Not even done yet, keeping that momentum going. How are you keeping this momentum going, and also while watching out for Ryan?
All these people out here. This is how it is, man. The louder you guys are, the crazier it drives us to drive these trucks, man. So whenever each one of our trucks come out for freestyle, I don't care if it's Gravedigger, Bailey Circuit, any of them, I need you guys to get on your feet and scream to the top of your lungs, because we're going to get as wild as you guys are. Y'all about ready for some Monster Jam freestyle?
Weston Anderson, everybody, your 2-Wheel Skills Challenge winner, Gravedigger.
Hampton, are you ready for some more Monster Jam? We want to welcome in our 4 freestyle motocross riders ready to take to the sky here in a best trick competition. Make some noise for Jake Burns, Kenny Haskell, TJ Tiffany, and Scott Murray.
Come on, Hampton, you can do better than that. Let's hear it for our FMX riders. Oh, yeah. Each driver is going to go and attempt one trick in midair. They're going to do a few practice runs for you guys. First up, Jake Burns. Up next, Kenny Haskell. Let's hear it for TJ Tiffany. Up next, Scott Murray. Wow. Let these guys go again one more time. Make some noise. All the way from Maine, that was Jack Burns. Coming up next, all the way from Boston, Kenny Haskell. Now from Orlando, Florida, TJ Tiffany. One more time, let's give it up. All the way from Michigan, Scott Murray. These guys are going to get lined up. A couple more tricks for you guys. Let's keep up the energy, Hampton. Wow. One more time. Let's hear it from Jake Burns. Woo! Kenny Haskell. Wow. TJ Tiffany. Last up, Scott Murray. Round of applause for our FMX riders. Oh, yeah. All right, it is time for our best trick competition. Oh boy, each rider will have one attempt to do their best trick while in mid-air, and you guys are going to be scoring on judgeszone.com after each rider. You guys ready for more FMX? Let me hear ya. Let's get it.
We're going to kick things off with our first rider up, Jake Burns. He's going to set the tone for the rest of the field of competitors here in our best trick competition. When you see that front tire hit that mat, I need all of you to make some noise right now for Jake Burns!
Jake Burns right there. Head to judgeszone.com right now, beautiful people. Let's lock in those scores. 20 seconds.
All right, looked like a little bit of a Superman action there. We'll have to see the replay there from my angle. It did. He was soaring through the sky. Now, keep in mind that our ramps are about 40 to 45 feet spread apart, or excuse me, 70 to 75 feet spread apart, and our riders can get about 40 to 45 feet high in the air. Scores are locked. Your score for Jake Burns is, you gave him a 7.133. Our next rider up, Kenny Haskell. All right, Kenny Haskell has to get a score better than 7.133 to get to the leaderboard here. Give him a round of applause, show him some love. Kenny Haskell ready to take to the sky. All right, he's getting lined up and ready to go. On the count of three, I need you all to scream as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3!
Wow, Kenny Haskell scoring is open. Judgeszone.com, 20 seconds.
He gives us the backflip here. Kenny Haskell throwing it down. Now it's time to see what you thought about that backflip from Kenny Haskell. Score to beat is 7.133, and that is held currently by Jake Burns. Now, a few more seconds at judgeszone.com. Remember, score just like you've been doing for our Monster Jam drivers. Scores are locked. Your score for Kenny Haskell is, you give him a score of 8.801. We got a new leader, Kenny Haskell. All right, coming up, our third rider up, TJ Tiffany. TJ Tiffany getting ready to throw down in just a moment. Hailing from Orlando, Florida. Little quick trip up here. All right. TJ Tiffany, you're getting ready to line up here. I need you all to scream TJ in the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, TJ!
Woo! TJ Tiffany scoring is open. 20 seconds right now. Judgeszone.com.
All right, flying through the air like Superman, TJ Tiffany. Throwing down a nice move there. Kind of looked like a rock solid. We might have to look at that replay there in a minute, but a great move there for TJ Tiffany. Get those scores locked in. The score to beat Kenny Haskell, 8.801. And we'll see what Superman TJ Tiffany decides, or excuse me, what you decide is the score. Scores are in. Your score for TJ Tiffany is, we got a new leader. Wow, 9.441. All right, that is your new score to beat, 9.441, and our final rider-up, Scott Murray. Let's see what Scott Murray can throw down here. He's been riding for 24 years, so we'll see what he can do. A lot of experience between all four of our freestyle motocross riders here. I need you all to get as loud as you can for our final rider-up, Hampton Coliseum. Make some noise for Scott Murray.
Wow. Scoring is open for Scott Murray. 20 seconds, judgeszone.com.
The super flip from Scott Murray. The backflip, and then he dangles and defies gravity there. It's called the super flip. Great move here. Now it's time to see what you thought of that move. Was it better than TJ Tiffany? Scores are locked. 9.441 is the score to beat TJ Tiffany. Your score for Scott Murray is 9.378. Your winner of the best trick competition, TJ Tiffany.
You know what, Kay? This thing ain't over yet. Hampton, you want to see more FMX? All right, each rider right now is about to do something we like to call the Monster Jam Train. Each rider is going to go back to back to back, doing their best tricks non-stop. Make some noise if you're ready for the Monster Jam Train. Ow! Hold on, Hampton. I don't think they heard you well enough. If you're ready for the Monster Jam Train, I need everybody to go choo-choo! Oh, yeah. Lining up here. Hold on to your seats. Wow. Wasn't that incredible? You guys, hold on. I don't think they're done just yet. You guys want to see another Monster Jam Train? I need everybody in Hampton Coliseum to go choo-choo! Wow. Love you, Hampton. Here they go. Wow. Back to back to back as promised. Hold on, though. They're coming back for another round. I don't think they're quite done just yet. All right, I need this whole side over here. If you want to see the Monster Jam Train again, make some noise. All right, everybody over here, make some noise. Loud as you can over here. Let me hear ya. All right, everybody in this side, come on. Now I need everybody here at Coliseum to go choo-choo! Oh, you're beautiful, Hampton. I love it. Here they go. First up, Jack Birds, Kenny Haskell, TJ Tiffany, Scott Murray. Here they go, lining up. Make some noise! Oh, wow. Round of applause for our FMX riders. Thanks, Scott Murray here. Scott Murray! It's all right. He was just the caboose. Wow. All of our FMX riders coming out here risking their lives. See if we can get our FMX best trick winner up here. Oh, boy. The GOAT, TJ Tiffany.
What's up, dude?
Oh, man. How did that feel, you know? What was that move called, and what was that like flying through the air like that?
Oh, man, I think that's the closest you can come to flying. I love that trick. It's one of my favorites. I got a cartoon made of me, and it's called a Rock Solid. Basically, I ladder back, grab onto the seat, let go, so I fly equally, and grab back on, get back on, hopefully before I stick the landing, and make the most of it. You guys loved it, man. Right when I let go, I heard you guys cheer so loud. You guys are great. You guys are louder than my dirt bike. You guys having fun or what?
You've been doing this for a while now. Now, you've been in films as well, right? So tell us a couple of films that you've done, and what did you do in them?
I've been doing stunts for a long time now. Bad Boys, the newest two that just came out, Outer Banks, MacGyver. I just worked on a movie called How to Rob a Bank up in Pittsburgh. It's coming out next year. There's nothing else like being out here in front of a live crowd. You guys cheering us on. I'm out here with my best buds, traveling the country with the Monster Jam family. You guys rock.
Let's hear it for your FMX Freestyle champion, TJ Tiffany. Now, before I get out of here, I need to know, is everybody here in Hampton, you guys ready for more Monster Jam? Get crazy! Ah! What? You got it. Let's move these lights with the beat. Up, down, up. It's coming. Down, up, down. Keep it going. Yeah. You better move those lights, Hampton. We've reached the pinnacle of today's event. Hampton, this is Monster Jam. Let's get it.
Show her some love, Geneva Keller, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. So she's not going to get a score here. She did not fulfill the 15-second clock, but nonetheless comes out, tries the popper into the big air momentum, not able to save it. But what a crazy start to Monster Jam Freestyle. Geneva Keller and Monster Mutt Dalmatian awaiting to get her flipped back over here. Big shout out to our JCB Dirt Squad here. Hey, show her some love one more time. A round of applause at Geneva Keller. There she is. Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Right here. Okay. Monster Jam fans, let's have some fun. Quickly, while we wait, let's do something called the St. Jude Helmet Shuffle. I need everybody to feast your eyes on the Monster Jam video board and keep your eye on that trophy. Watch it. And let's shuffle them. All right, I hope you didn't lose it. Shout it out if you think you know the right answer. Come on, I see you guys. One. Oh, I don't know. Is it two? No? Is it three maybe? Oh, man. Well, let's see which one it is. Oh, you're right about three. Oh! Number one, Hampton, you guys got great eyesight. That's what we call the St. Jude Helmet Shuffle. Monster Jam fans, oh boy, we got a treat for you. I have Jacob here. He is going to announce the next truck.
Coming up next, from Howell, Michigan, make some noise for John Zimmer Sr. Uproar! Woo!
Good job, dude. Let's hear for John Zimmer Sr. Uproar. 20 seconds on the clock. JudgesZone.com. Let's lock in those scores. Remember your city code, HAM.
All right, we saw a great run there. Good start to the freestyle runs. He used majority of the obstacle. Great combinations, nice use of the track. And now it's time to get those scores locked in. JudgesZone.com. He'll be our first official score. Scores are in. Your score for Uproar is... You gave him a score of 7.490. Our next driver up, Montana Robbins, playing crazy.
Let's hear from Montana Robbins, playing crazy. Scoring is open, JudgesZone.com. Lock in those scores, 20 seconds.
Montana Robbins playing crazy, our third driver here in our Monster Jam freestyle competition. And some good air, great momentum, use of almost the entire obstacle, hitting almost every single side of that Monster Jam pod. Time to see where you put them at in this competition. Uproar is the score to beat 7.490. Your score for Montana Robbins. And Playing Crazy is... we got a new leader, 7.926, Montana Robbins. So Montana Robbins and Playing Crazy takes the lead, 7.926, followed by Uproar and John Zimmer Sr. with a 7.490. Keep in mind, Geneva Keller and Monster Mutt Dalmatian did not receive a score, so you won't see her up on the video board, but technically Playing Crazy was our third driver.
Monster Jam fans, I am here with an incredible Monster Jam fan. Raylan got on his nice Gravedigger swag. Hey, Raylan, we're going to play something called Name That Truck. Name that truck, okay? This is how it works. Watch on the Monster Jam video board. If you think you know which truck this is, shout it out loud. Help Raylan out.
Gravedigger. Gravedigger.
Oh, Raylan says Gravedigger. And you're right. That was, in fact, Gravedigger. Everybody give Raylan a round of applause.
On the count of three, I need you to scream Gravedigger. 1, 2, 3.
Weston Anderson, everybody, Gravedigger. Scoring is open, judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores now.
On one BKT tire, Weston Anderson and Gravedigger balances the entire truck on the front tire, lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip, gives you some big air. He cannot be stopped. Scores are locked. Your score to beat, Playing Crazy, 7.926. Hampton, I think I know what your score is going to be. Take a look at the video board. Your score for Gravedigger is... we got a new leader, 9.471, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger.
Why? Really? cut that out. Brianna Mahan, everybody, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Scoring is open 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores now.
All right, Ringling Bailey Circuit, Brianna Mahan giving you some big air, some nice moves there throughout the track and throughout the run. And now it's time for you to get those scores locked in. Judgeszone.com. A few more seconds left. There she is. Give her a round of applause. Show her some love. Scores are in. Your score for Ringling Bailey Circuit is, you gave her a score of 7.744. Our next driver up, Triton Robbins, Crazy Train.
Let's hear it for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Scoring is open, Judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores. Choo-choo!
All right, you got some choo-choos from there. Yeah, I like that. All right, Crazy Train, Triton Robbins. There he is. Show him some love. He's out of the truck. We're waiting for your scores right now at Judgeszone.com. Scores are locked. Your score for Triton Robbins and Crazy Train is 7.744. Up next, we got Ryan Vargas, El Toro Loco.
Ryan Vargas, everybody, El Toro Loco. Scoring is open, 20 seconds, locking those scores now.
Ryan Vargas, El Toro Loco, his second weekend here in Monster Jam. A rookie, debuted a couple weeks ago in Spokane, Washington. So Hampton will definitely be close to his heart here throughout his career at Monster Jam. There he is, make some noise. Ryan Vargas, El Toro Loco. All right, scores are locked in. Score to beat Gravedigger, 9.471. Your score for El Toro Loco is, you gave him a score of 7.682. We have one more driver remaining. Take a look at the video board right now. Gravedigger, your score to beat 9.471. And Montana Robbins and Plain Crazy, 7.926 there. With third place right now currently is Triton Robbins and Crazy Train. We've got Ringling Bailey Circuit, El Toro Loco, and Uproar. And of course, don't forget about Monster Mutt Dalmatian. You will not see her up there as she did not get a score, but this will be our final driver. It is John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
Let's hear for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Scoring is open. You know what to do, judgeszone.com.
All right, our final driver of Monster Jam Freestyle ends it with a donut into a sidewall. Time to get those scores locked in. It will be between him and Gravedigger's Weston Anderson. Now, Weston Anderson and Gravedigger has a score of 9.471. That is the score to beat. Scores are locked. Your score for Terminal Velocity is... great score, 8.603, but your winner of Freestyle, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. All right, we're going to add those points to the total there with 4 points in JCB Racing, 8 in skills, and 8 in freestyle for a total of 20 points. Your BKT overall event champion is Weston Anderson, Gravedigger.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear it again. Weston Anderson, everybody. Your overall event champion lives on. Wow, how was your, your event here in your hometown?
Man, I'm not going to lie. I got to give it to Ryan and El Toro Loco. He may be a new kid on the block, but he absolutely burned it down the whole event. I thought he was going to get this overall trophy. That freestyle win that I just got locked me in for it, and I couldn't have done it at a better place here in Gravedigger territory, man. It's awesome. I can't thank you guys for supporting me and my family in this Team Gravedigger name for the past 44 years, man. Gravedigger was built right here in Virginia to shortly move to North Carolina, and all I got to say is I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you.
Weston Anderson, everybody, your overall event champion and freestyle winner. Thank you so much, Hampton. Love you guys.
Huge congratulations to Weston Anderson and Gravedigger, your overall event champion here this afternoon. Kicking things off of 4 events, our first event of 4. You can come back here tonight as we're going to throw it down one more time for a Saturday night. Congratulations there to Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. Of course, you can still head up to the concourse, grab your official Monster Jam merchandise. On behalf of Jabari Thomas, I'm Kay Young. We hope you had fun, and we hope to see you tonight at our next Monster Jam.